be speaking about energy protection from energy vampires. It's one of those words that you think that you're in Dracula or something like that with the vampires, but it's very real. It's very real how people, and we've been speaking about roundabout with loads of people around the world the past week. It's very prevalent in a lot of people's lives, and also it's very prevalent in my therapy room also, with a lot of people feeling completely drained, feeling like they have their coping mechanisms are gone, their emotional resilience is down, and so it's really, I'm just showing you a wee thing. Hello Ken, how you doing? It was lovely to meet you last week, my dear. Yeah, and so does anybody know what an energy vampire is? Can you put down in the comments what you think an energy vampire is? Hi, Jason. Yeah? Just to get a wee bit of action from you all. Hi, Jason. How you doing? Yeah? So does anybody know what it is? Not a clue, Vicky. Vicky, you'll have came across them loads of time, especially the work you do. And you'll get it when I say what I'm away to say. Yeah? Illness and others, weaker people emotionally, yeah, all that. I'm going to go quite in depth with that, just like what I did with the other live I did the other day about psychic attack. Someone who bleeds you dry, energy, yeah, completely, yeah, totally. So basically, energy vampires, they're emotionally immature individuals who have a sense that the whole world revolves around them. However, some are not all emotionally immature, because some are very intelligent individuals. Some of them. They're almost incapable of seeing things from another person's objective. Someone that drains you, yes, Suzanne. They often lack empathy, yeah. And they leave you feeling really drained after every conversation. How many times have we been with someone and we're having a chat with somebody and we're absolutely drained when we're leaving? We've got sore heads. They're just sucking the energy out of you. Yeah. They want your non-stop attention. Their conversation is always about them. They may be charming, charismatic, the life and soul of the party, personality. They also may cheat, yeah, lie, and it's probably somebody else's fault when something goes wrong. That's a big one, yeah. So who on here has experienced having the life sucked out of them, or even being in the energetic field of someone who drains you? Either give me a thumbs up or do something. Sorry, comment in the comments. Saturday morning after all, I've been up early. Yeah. Anyone? Yeah. So most people have, haven't they? I think everybody has in their life that they feel. Yeah, I'm talking about feeling exhausted, when you're bored, irritated, when you're stressed, you're anxious, you feel threatened, you feel overwhelmed, or even when they really get to you, there's depression sets in. Just after a few moments of being in this person's company, you know, how many times have you done that? Or they may have times when you felt guilty for having negative thoughts about that person. They're very, very good intuitively knowing where to put their hooks into you. And they know how to make you feel worse. Very, very good at that, you know. So sometimes you can even feel like you've got a headache coming on when you're with these people. or you're stressing over a work deadline, and you've got somebody hanging over you constantly at your work. That's another one. Hi, Anne-Marie, how you doing? Yeah, nothing. Someone who can manipulate for their own game. One who will never take responsibility for their own action. Yep, completely. Completely. Okay. So, tell me if you've ever felt any of these around anyone. It could be family, friends, your partner, your boss, your workmates. You know, it can be anybody that can make you feel this way. Yeah? Anyone? Instantly. Yeah. You do, you just get it. You just, and especially for us that are quite sensitive to energy, you know, if we're sensitive to energy. So really what the energy vampires will do, generally the people who will love bomb you. You know, you ever been with someone, you've just met somebody and they're all over you like a rash, yeah? They'll flirt, they'll flatter you, they'll make you feel special as if you're one of a kind. They'll be flabbergasted that someone hasn't snapped you up yet, or you know, befriended you or something like that, or and they'll pump you full of good feelings, but they're doing that for a reason, yeah, because they want to see how you tick, and once they figure that out, then they have power over you. They know how to push those buttons. They'll ask you to do little favors to start with, you know, and they'll take advantage of your generosity, of your goodwill, and they know you'll never think badly of anyone, so you won't catch on, yeah? And healers, sensitives, empaths, light workers, for some reason, tend to attract that, yeah? We tend to attract people because we're givers. We just like to give, you know, because that's what we do. That's why we are therapists, healers, counsellors, whatever you are. We're the ones that tend to get it because we are empathic. We do want to help everyone. Sometimes I used to go on my white horse, as I used to say, with my trying to save everybody. No. Once you learn about energy vampires and what they do, your protective mechanisms, you become more aware. You really do become more aware. I certainly don't allow anybody to drain my energy field. I used to quite badly, but not now. Certainly not now. So, what's the different types of an energy vampire? Does anybody know? Narcissistic, yeah. Hi Laura, hi Lynette, how you doing, my dear? It was lovely speaking to you yesterday. Hello Louise, how are you doing, my darling? I never seen your call, your message last night till late. Vanessa, hi Vanessa. Hi Joanne, how you doing? Lovely to see you, my dear. Hope you're well. And Laura, how you doing, Laura? Nice to see. It's nice to see you too. So, what do we know? Different types of. So, somebody says a narcissist. I can never say that word. Never say that word. We've got drama queens. Yeah. How many of us do we know the drama queens? I know quite a few. What about the manipulative co-workers? Yeah, the ones that are trying to get ahead and don't. They're no interest of step one, you making you feel like shit, really, just so they can get ahead or make your life like crap. Or what about the downright psychopathic, the ones that's going right into your criminals, you know? The antisocial. These can include people who are antisocial, borderline, narcissistic, personality disorders. And these are people, some of these people are actually clinically diagnosed with psychological traits in the mental health disorders. You know, it can be quite severe if you don't know what you're looking for. Hi, Louise, how you doing? If you don't know what you're looking for, poor me, aloof, intimidated, interrogator. Yep, completely, Louise, completely. Victims, yep, they're always victims, totally, yeah. Also, the NG vampires, they have an extreme end. You can have the extreme end of the spectrum, the personality disorders, the psychopaths, the sociopaths. They're often talented, you know, very manipulative, and they feed on your good, loving, compassionate energy. Yeah, they feed on the givers. They feed on the people who want to give. You know, they can see it a mile away. And they have no qualms in doing so. Hi, Charlene, how you doing, my dear? And they have no qualms in doing so. You know what I mean? And they're very good at making you feel guilty. Very good at that. Yeah, as if you're never enough, or you're never given enough. What makes the what makes the energy vampires also is it can really cause sources of chronic stress. You know, especially when there's someone you can't avoid. And I mean by your partner, your spouse, you know, your parents, a boss, your friends, family, someone who's constantly draining your energy, you know, as an individual. And you're constantly walking on eggshells, you know, around the person who's there. And that can cause chronic stress, which can have really chronic detrimental effects on your energy system, you know, within the body, including the immune system, the cardiovascular system, the central nervous system. It really can really thing with that. And evidence shows that people under chronic stress are at a higher risk of chronic problems ranging from autoimmune diseases, heart disease, obesity, and depression. So really, you really need to know how to protect yourself with this. People that interrupt and know better and push you aside. Yeah, Anne-Marie, that's a big one as well. What do we do to regain our own energy? I'm going to speak about that, Catherine, in a wee while. Hi, Catherine, how you doing? I hope Chloe's good. Good to see you on here. She would get benefit, 2 years would get benefit from this, actually. So, and also as well with kids, you know, at school when they've got the bullies, and they've got, I see a lot of kids who are just so drained with you know, what's going on around them and what have you. And people, the majority of people just don't know what to do about their energy. They really don't know what to do about their energy. They don't even know they've got energy. They don't even understand about energy. I mean, and I know they won't mind me talking about this. I won't mention any names, obviously. But I had a client who has really serious problems with young teenager with anxiety, you know, really feeling down about herself and not being able to go to school or go out or things like that. My God, I worked on her energy, and the following week it was like a different girl, a completely different girl. It was like she had it was like she'd just blossomed. I mean, she came in happy as Larry, basically saying, I've just been to work. I mean, this girl couldn't even go to school. Never mind, she'd just been to work. She'd volunteered to go into work. Loved it. I mean, apologised to people. She could never apologise, you know, and twice too. I mean, I was in awe. I was in awe of her. And this was just getting her energy cleared and showing her how to protect that energy. You know, it really is a big thing, and people need to know more about how to use their energy, how to protect their energy. And it's no woo-woo. Everybody that rounds me thinks that it's very woo-woo. Oh, what's this all about? You know, every single person has got it. Everybody's got this energy. Everybody's got these layers of energy, you know. I've just been very trained in it, that I'm able to tune into people's energy, and I'm able to cleanse people's energy, because I've done a lot of training to do it, you know. So it really is a big, big issue. So do you ask the thing that that stops energy vampires is asking them for help? Trust me on that one. So do you ask enough from people? Tell me in the comments if you do or not. You're great. Oh, thanks, Catherine. Thank you. So tell me in the comments if you ask enough from people, or do you tend to do it all yourself? You know, do you tend to do everything? You know, help everybody. Do you ask for help? Tell me in the comments. Hallelujah. Or even give me a thumbs up or a love heart or something, so I can see something. No, you do things yourself, Lynette. Good, good, good. Hello, Ali. How you doing, my dear? This will be good for you as well, my dear. Yeah. Suzanne, you struggled with that. Yeah. See, when you start taking that power back, honestly, your life will change. It really will. When you ask people to do things, and it sorts out the, as I call, the wheat from the chaff. It's a wee Scottish saying for you. Yeah. You struggle, yeah. So, and what energy vampires look for is someone who's got a lot to give. This is why I'm asking. Do you ask people for to do things for you? Because when you have so much to give and no one to give it to, it can be quite painful. You know, us as healers, definitely, and therapists, because we just want to keep helping. You know, so and we're really born to help other people. That's our basic thing, is to help. You know, is to help people. Well, majority of us are. You know, and we want to heal everybody, don't we? We want to heal everybody who's broken. Yeah. But you have your own needs and desires, and that's when the energy vampires can get in, when you don't look after your own needs and desires, you know. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you met someone who wanted nothing more than just to give to you? I mean, how amazing would that be? Yeah. Wouldn't it be more amazing if you found someone who wanted to serve you as much as you wanted to do the same for them? Can you imagine how life would be? Yeah, you know. And that's the thought that scares the energy vampires away, because it really they look for people who are givers. You know. And by the way, their stories will break your heart. You know, they're very good at manipulating those heartstrings of yours, and really, and they want nothing more. You know, so really setting your sight on different people as well, and looking in the future, not in the past. A person who inspires you with insight and love and holds the strength in your heart, really, they're the kind of people that you need to look for. So enough of that. You've got the gist. So the question is, do we ask for help, or do we don't put the person in the right light? I'm going to tell you that just now, yeah? Hard for me to ask for help. Hi, Sandra. How you doing, my dear? Hope you're well. I've not seen you for ages. Hi, Peter. How you doing? We're going to speak about that. Anne-Marie, what I would tell you to do is stand in that power, missus, you know? Asking for help is as powerful as accepting help. Yeah, really is. So how do you protect yourself from becoming drained from the energy vampires? Because we've all met them, we've all had them, especially if we're in a workplace, management level, even your co-workers. You know, some of us have got them in the families. You know what I mean? And sometimes when we're there's step families involved and all that, there's a lot of that happening there as well. You know, there's really and by the way, some of them don't even know they're doing it. They're not even conscious they're doing it. A lot of them are, but some of them are not even conscious. You know, so keep that in mind. So first, you need to assess your emotional your emotional needs. Yeah. Second, you need to assess how much of a threat to you the energy vampire is. You know, how draining do they make for you? So try that the next time that you see a person, if they've got the right intentions. So ask them for help. Something simple. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you've received bad news and you want more support, or you've double booked your schedule or something, you know, and you need help filling in. Or something's broken, you can't figure it, how to fix it up. Do you know what I mean? Present as emergency, ask them for help, see if they do. And you'll see if they're going to help you and drop everything. You'll see if they've got a kind heart. You know what I mean? If they're, because majority of energy vampires, they don't like to give without the promise of getting something in return. Do you know what I mean? They'll give, but they want something in return. So be aware of that. You know, I'll do this for you. If you do this for me, I'll do that for you. You know, that's a great one. So if you hear that a lot, you know. Hi Sid, how are you doing? Hope you're well. So they understand that we're all, because we are all here to help each other. That's what we're here for. That's what makes our life a lot easier, is helping each other. So another way to sort out the vampires is reveal your true feelings. You know, if it's somebody you've just met or something like that, tell them how you feel. See how that goes. Because energy vampires want to hook in you, and if they want to make you feel uncomfortable, you know, that's how they get their power. So they do, and they respond. They'll respond to your love with sarcasm, criticism. You'll get it. You'll see it. You know what I mean? And the more loving you are, the more negative they become. The more they push you away. They don't want your love. They just want to use. Do you know what I mean? They just want the use of you. So really look at all that. So they do. I mean, I hate the word vampire. I think the word vampire is a wee bit out there. But hey, we're coming into Halloween, so hey, what the hell? So, and I know the people who wear sharp, have sharp teeth and black cloaks. You know, they're real people. People who's all in your life, you know. And if anybody's ever seen the Celestine Prophecy, I'd advise you to watch it or read the book even. Many years ago. I think you can get it on YouTube, the Celestine Prophecy. It's not a great copy, but you can get it on YouTube. And it explains and it shows you about energy. You know, it's an old film, but it's a great film for showing you about energy. It really is. So the most important thing for you to do is self-reflect, and become aware. Become aware of it, because we're just that used to doing things that we don't even realise that we're doing what we're doing. Yeah. So what I would do is have your mates, your family, who, especially if you've just met someone. Because I did speak to a lot of people, as I say, around the world all last week, or this week, should I say, and a lot of partners who were very narcissistic to the point of really bad, you know, workmates, the people just feel so lethargic, feel so anxious, so tired. Hi, Jais, how you doing, my dear? I've not seen you since Vegas. And hope you're well. So they really ask your friends and family, people who you trust, because there'll be behavioural changes. There'll be behavioural changes within you if you're around someone like that also, because you'll just feel drained. You'll just look drained, yeah? Celestine Prophecy, that's the one, yeah? It's a great, great book, and it's a great film, and it will really show you how to, all about your energy. Not all about your energy, but it gives you an insight into it, Anne-Marie. You'll love it. You really will. It's an old book, and it's an old film, yeah? It's really good. So, things I would suggest is have a mentor, experience your own personal development, always helps. Have what is it you call it? Be highly motivated, you know, so you're getting ahead at work. So because this person can be quite a nuisance, but if you're not draining down and you're just stepping up and getting ahead of yourself, they can't touch you. You know, when you're confident and when you're strong within yourself, they find it very hard to get those hooks in. More ways of protecting yourself is they come out the woodwork. Yeah, they really do. Yeah, but the thing is, you've got to make yourself strong. You've got to ask for help. Yeah, it's a big one for a lot of people. They don't like to ask for help. Another way is cut them out of your life. And I know this can be hard, especially if it's your boss, if it's a family member, your partner, or an ex-spouse, especially if there's children involved. But the way I would do it is I would actually just use technology. So I would just, so you didn't have to speak to them. So you can just text them or PM them, or if you need to communicate. So communicate with them as little possible as you can, you know. Another one as well, set your boundaries. How many people do not set boundaries? Yeah, and I used to be really bad for that. I really did used to be bad because I just wanted to help, you know. But it got but because I wasn't setting my boundaries, they were taking the piss. Yeah, and that's what you'll find. Excuse my language, but it's true. They really will take the because they know that they'll get away with it. It's so manipulative. Yeah. So set your boundaries. Know what types of activities work well, and ones that don't. You know what I mean? Like going out. If they want to go out for lunch or coffee, just make it a coffee. Sorry. Do you know what I mean? Don't invite them individual into your house. You know, set those boundaries. Set a beginning and end time. Things like that. Lower your expectations is another one as well. Yeah. If you're dealing with a narcissist, know that these people are not capable of being empathic towards you. They can't help themselves. So don't expect that from them. You know, avoid bearing your soul to that person to protect yourself. So you didn't feel disappointed. Yeah, when they don't meet your standards or your understanding that you're looking for. You know, or another one is be too tired for them. You know, when an energy vampire tries to bend your ear, tell them you feel under the weather or you're really tired. Yeah, they'll go to another source immediately. They don't want to be around somebody who doesn't want to have who doesn't have the energy to give them it back. Yeah, just say I'm tired. Yeah. Another way is grade up them. Just make sure you're just like a bit of stone. Yeah, don't entertain them. Don't give them energy. Don't give them response. And a way that I find that helps me when I am around, because I can spot it like that. I really can now. When I'm around those energy vampires, is I imagine a glass wall instantly going around the whole of my energy center. And the reason I imagine a glass wall is so I can see them clearly, but although they're seeing me, I have this invisible protection that's there that they can't penetrate my energy field. And remember, your energy field can go out to 30 feet. You know, your energy field can go way, way out. Because if you're going into, how many times have you been you've been at a party, somebody's walked into a room and everybody's turned their head, they've seen that person, you know, their energy's way out, they've put their energy out. And I mean, how many times have you went to a party and you've went in and no one's even noticed you? Yeah, that's because your energy's drawn in. You've drawn that energy in. I mean, I do it consciously. If I want to make an entrance, I'll put my energy out. And I do it unconsciously as well. I don't even realise sometimes I do it. And if I don't want anybody to see me, I'll draw my energy in. Yeah, totally draw it in. So humour helps. Yes, laughter. I'm always a good one for laughter. Laugh loud, you know, because they can't bear that. They can't bear when you laugh. Really. You know, so, and also know the difference between venting and dumping, you know, because we can all vent, we've all got stuff in our, you know, we go to our closest and dearest and we're all saying what we need to say. However, dumping is when you're just making that, when everybody needs to hear your voice, you know, they dump the frustrations on you, their irritations, their annoyances, their bad days, their negative feelings. And it's really important to know the difference between venting and them dumping. Do you know what I mean? When you've got the unintelligible rants. So set your limits. Don't just sit there and take it. You know, sometimes, as I say, when we are venting, it's good to have that friend that's just sitting there. But you'll know when somebody's like that. However, if they're dumping, you'll just feel yourself getting just more drained and more tired and more lethargic and oh my God, and you'll turn off. You know, you'll just turn off. So you'll know when the difference. Another way is don't overreact. And I'll say that again, do not overreact, you know, remain cool, calm, collective when dealing with an energy vampire. Losing it can cause the energy vampire to do the same, make you feel even more worse. So they can. And make sure you have that reality check. You know, you've got close friends and family who are round about you, who know about the situation, you know, if they can see, if they trust you, and they can see if you're acting a bit crazy, or you're really drained, or you know, when you've been around somebody, you know, trust their what they're saying to you, because they're saying it for a reason. And another big one is say no. How many times do we say yes when we mean no, and we don't want to do something, but we do it because it's our nature. We want to be kind, we want to do that and all the rest of it. Say no. That's a sentence in itself, you know. And you can be nice and say no. You don't have to be impolite or uncaring. You can be loving and compassionate by saying no. And you don't need to be a doormat, you know what I mean? Anybody got any questions? Yeah? Yep, definitely love a reaction. To reply aloud and ask them what they mean. Yep. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody got any questions for me? No. Yeah. Yeah, narcissists love stand-up verbal flights. Flights. Yeah, we're going to BA, so we are. So yeah, they do massively. And they'll keep it going as well. Narcissists, they'll keep it going. They won't. They like the last word. Yeah, massively. What to do when they drain you? Right. This is what I would do: is go out in nature, go either to a beach, to the trees, because you're needing your energy revamped. Yeah. So and the best way to get your energy is bare feet on grass, energize, ground yourself. You need to ground yourself. Another good thing is crystals. Using hematite is very good for grounding yourself. Also, snowflake obsidian is very good for keeping that energy away from you as well. There's a whole load of other crystals out there, but they're the tourmaline, the snowflake obsidian, hematite, the ones I would use where you feel there's energy vampires. Because sometimes we stay with them, you know, we totally stay with them, and nothing we can do about it, you know. Just love your lesson. Oh, thank you, Anne Marie. I just feel it's not spoken about, and it really needs to be spoken about. And I'm really passionate about people's energy. You need to really protect your energies, especially us healers and us who are givers. You know, we like to give all the time, but you really need to respect your own energy field, you know, and think about you wouldn't like it if someone else was doing that too. So think about it. If you had your best friend with you and you seen them being just completely given all the time, and you seen that their energy was actually them given like that with someone who was a narcissist or an energy vampire, and it was draining the life out of them, you would be annoyed at them. You would tell them. So you would tell them to protect it and all the rest of it. Do it for yourself. You know, how many times do we have those negative thoughts jumping in our heads? All that negative self-talk we give ourselves. You know, really, if your best friends or the people who you loved, if you even thought an inkling that they say the things that you say to yourself, it would destroy you. So why do it to yourself? Why have those thoughts to yourself? You know, really, you really need to look and protect that energy. So how are you best to avoid them in an email? My managers want stand-up fights, but then non-stop emails. What I would do there, Lynette, is, and I know that your managers, I would actually just give them one-line answers. That's what I would do. I wouldn't go into it. I would answer whatever the thing is, but it'd be one-line answers. Yeah, because they have not got, because it's your boss, so you have to reply. Yeah, but I would just give one-line answers. I wouldn't, and they will soon get the hint that you're not going into that. Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. Joanne, can you heal them totally? Can you heal what, Joanne? Put in the comments, what do you mean by that, darling? How are the best to avoid them in an email? Yeah. Any other questions, guys? See if I've got any here. Okay. Okay, Lynette. What do you mean, Joanne, by that? Can you heal them totally, darling? The energy vampires. How long is a piece of string? You know, you can only help heal someone who wants help. If somebody is an energy vampire and they actually enjoy being an energy vampire, and they've got secondary gain there, they won't want your help, you know. However, if they do want your help and they do want to actually understand it more and what have you, yes, you can help them. Yeah, totally. But only if they want it. You can't help them if they don't want it. Yeah. And that's something that we find quite hard to realize, because we want to help everybody, you know. Sometimes I've done thought, yeah, totally. I would totally agree with you there. Totally agree with you, Catherine. Yeah. And then you get people like me coming in, who's the exterminator, you know, as a few people have called me. And I come in and take the dark forces away. But only if somebody's wanting me to do that. Yeah. I can't go in unless I go in and go into the higher self and ask the higher self or the true self if they're ready to let that go, you know. It can be quite dangerous work if you don't know what you're doing. You need someone who really knows what they're doing with all that. Yeah, but I've been quite highly trained with all that. Can you fill a bucket with a hole? Exactly, Suzanne. Exactly. Yeah. So true. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Has this been informative for you? Have you got quite a few, a bit of information from this? Because that's my main objective with this. And only because I've seen so many people going around the world who are energetically getting thrashed. You know, their energy is really getting sucking the life out of them. You know, it really is. Yeah, you need to hear this again. Watch it again, my dear, and you'll hear at the end, Suzanne, you need to ask people to allow you to help, for them to help you. Yes? And I know that's a hard one. Ask for help, my dear. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, brilliant. Thank you, Joanne. Those pesky vampires love me. I'll tell you another way as well, and I'm going to be doing this today. I actually got taught when I was doing my training of a really powerful power stack, and I can do that in seconds. I mean, it's my armor I put on, but it's my spiritual armor. And basically what I do is I bring in my guides, I bring in my power animals, and I surround them around me. I have the glass wall around me. And then when I go to the persons, and I also go to a place in nature where I've been, somewhere I feel spiritual, where I feel safe. I go there and I meet my true self. The person is the best that I can be. Yeah. And then what I do is when I meet my true self, so this is all done in your imagination. I meet my true self, the person who is the best that I can be, the confident person, the powerful person, the person who is full of light. Yeah. And I embrace, and the two is embrace, and then I get all my power animals, my guides, and all the rest of it. And then I'm in that powerful, safe place somewhere I've been, and then I'm ready. You know, that no one can touch my energy field from that. So try it and see how it goes. You know, it's very, very good. What are we saying, Giles? Let me see what you're saying. Anyway, sometimes they have darkness and can you? Okay, Giles, I find maybe it's very useful word for dealing with people like that because it acknowledges their point of view without having to agree with them. Yep, completely. Hi, Anne. Sorry, darling. We're about at the end of this, but you can watch it on replay because I'm going to put it up. Yeah, defo, Suzanne. Catherine, amazing. Love to hear other people's ideas. Yeah, it's great. It's great how how people really see it. You know, it's not spoken about enough, and we really need to and another way as well. I'll tell you another way that really sorts it is going into your heart space, dropping down, and by doing that, when I say go into your heart space, take a deep breath in for 6, hold for 3. Breathe out for 3, and breathe out for 6. Sorry, and while you're doing that, try and tune into your heartbeat, so that your heartbeat, because what you need is you need to still your mind, yeah, drop into the heartbeat and allow yourself to feel that heartbeat. And when you feel that heartbeat, then what to do is you then expand, and as if you feel the love of the people who you love and the people that love you, and feel that love within that heart space. And then what to do is expand that love out. Because what you're doing is you're putting light into that heart. And energy vampires cannot get past love. Nothing can get past love. Massively. Yeah. And I'm a great believer in that. So anyway, I think that's us here. Hi, Anne. I hope you're well. As I say, I'm doing free strategy sessions. 50-minute, be free 50-minute calls, see if I can help you. If there's anything that I could help you with this, just put in the comments freedom. I'll definitely get back to you. Even if you're watching this on replay, if you put it, it'll come up. I'll get tagged if you're wanting a wee 15-minute call, free call, and basically what it entails. I just ask you to see if I can help you with psychic attack, with your energy protection. If you have got something that's recurring constantly and it's just ongoing all the time, you know, that could then be curses, it could be hexes, it could whole load of stuff. You could have entities with you and what have you. I'm there to get that removed for you. Or if you want to know more about the spiritual side of things, I do have a master's that I run, and it's a 6-month master's. It teaches you all about your energy, teaches you about shamanic soul retrievals, power retrievals, connecting to your guides, connecting to your power animals. I also have that it's you get attuned to Reiki Seichem to a master level, so you become teachers at the end of the 6 months. It's a great program. The girls on it now are having massive results. And there's a whole load more stuff, past life regressions, whole load of stuff that you get taught on it. So if that if that does float your boat, again, just write freedom down or write master, whatever, and I'll get back to you. Okay, guys, thanks for listening, and hopefully you've got some value from this, and I'll speak to you later.